My name is Lena Park, and I'm in the corner chair of a mahogany-paneled conference room while my older brother Ethan plays king. Our mother, Marla, glows on his left, Aunt Diane on his right, 12 relatives ring the table. Ethan's in a suit that photographs better than it fits. His wife Sophia keeps patting his sleeve as if knighthood might rub off. I take the seat near the door, the exile I've had since childhood, and watch. If you've ever been the family cautionary tale while the golden child narrates your life, you know this posture. Jaw set, hands quiet, pulse steady. 4 years ago, when Grandpa Arthur's scan came back, stage 3 lung cancer, the family didn't rally. We recalculated. 10 buildings, 42 units, 3 commercial spaces, leases like clockwork, $45,000 a month. Ethan saw yield. I saw Arthur pretending not to wheeze. He had the finance degree, the polished elevator ride, the opinions that matched the room. I was the arts kid who left business school for a camera. Mom introduced me as Lena's still figuring it out, even at 32. So I visited Arthur, 3 times a week, then daily. In his one modest house, the only place he kept, he taught me the buildings, keys in a baking tin. Which contractors were honest, which boilers coughed, which tenants were celebrating something, and which were barely holding on. I wrote until my wrist burned. I photographed every meter, every crack. One night he slid a folder across the table. All of them, he said. Transfers prepared by his lawyer, Harold Nguyen. Because you see people, not cash flows. I signed. No one knew. Now Ethan gavels the meeting to order, and Harold clears his throat. Ethan doesn't notice. He's already standing, talking over everyone like a quarterly earnings call. 10 buildings, 42 units, stable cash flow. For the sake of legacy, I'll assume management. Marla nods. Diane murmurs approval. Sophia starts that clap. Mr. Park, Harold says, mild as tea. Perhaps we should... I've retained a firm, Ethan barrels on. We'll raise rents, trim maintenance. Distributions begin next quarter. Lena will receive a stipend contingent on responsibility. My voice surprises even me. No. Ethan blinks, recalibrates his smile. Lena, this is complicated. Not for Harold, I say. Harold opens his folder. Mr. Arthur Park transferred the properties out of his name in March, 4 years ago. All deeds recorded. Silence drops. Mom's lips part. Diane goes chalk. To whom? Ethan asks. To me, I answer. Legally, completely. That's impossible, he says. He was sick. Medically certified. Competent at signing, Harold replies. 3 physicians, 2 neutral witnesses, a video. Ethan grabs another ledge. Fine. Then reimburse me for maintenance. HVAC on Maple, roof downtown. Harold lifts a thicker folder. Those receipts are fictitious. Maple's vendor denies the job. The roofing company you cited dissolved in 2019. Sophia's fingers clamp his sleeve. Mom whispers, Tell them it's a mistake. It is, Ethan says, but the polish has cracked. I slide my binder across. These are the repairs I authorized, real invoices, real work. Harold nods. I have copies. Also, I'm obligated to report attempted fraud exceeding $170,000. The door opens. 2 badges glint. Ethan Park, the woman asks. I exhale. Right on time. The woman shows her ID. Detective Sarah Kim, Fraud Division. This is Officer Luis Ortega. Marla's breath hitches. Diane stares at the table. I stay seated, steady. Detective Kim says they aren't arresting him today, just taking a statement. Ethan blusters, then quiets when Harold cites the video and doctor letters. He looks at me like I've tilted gravity. I won't be destroyed by this, I say. I'm done pretending. They lead him down the hall. Mom weeps into a handkerchief. Aunt Diane studies the carpet. Harold sets a folder by my elbow. Updated deeds, bank statements, contracts. Arthur asked me to safeguard you, he says. Consider this the lock. I leave lighter than I arrived. Fallout is quick. Ethan resigns, announces he'll manage properties he never owned. The paper runs a column on alleged estate fraud. Harold files the report. Months later, a judge names it attempted theft by deception. Restitution, probation, a short sentence. Ethan sends reasons and a request for money. I decline. The buildings breathe. I replace 2 roofs, finish the maple furnace, seal the parapet, open a community room. Rents stay steady unless a spreadsheet and a conscience agree. Mrs. Chin teaches Tai Chi on Tuesdays. Tenants wave when I pull up with a toolbox. One morning, Mom stands in the doorway with a paper bag and a face. "I was wrong," she says. "Not theater, an offering." "Tuesday coffee," I answer. "9, show up." She does. She listens. She stops calling me a disappointment and starts calling me. On Arthur's birthday, I bring a thermos to the cemetery. 42 families are steady, I tell him. 3 new roofs. No evictions. Wind moves through cedars. I hear his laugh, low and proud. Paper beats promises. People beat profit. I'm at the head of my own table.